Joined now by Barry Fischer, head writer and editor at O-Power. Barry, thanks so much for being with us.
Thanks for having me, Matt.
How pervasive are smart energy meters at this point?
Smart energy meters, which communicate real-time energy information, are found in 1 in 3 American homes. Now, this is a 5-fold increase relative to 5 years ago, so there's been a real substantial proliferation of smart meters, and associated with that has been an explosion in the amount of data coming off the smart meters. Typically, each utility customer generates 12 data points per year vis-a-vis their utility company monthly usage reads. With a smart meter that records energy usage information every 15 minutes, now each customer is generating more than 35,000 reads per year. So it's a real big bump in the amount of energy data.
It's an exponential shift, right? What are the catalysts for that type of growth? I mean, that's surprising. The 1 in 3 is surprising to me. I mean, what is motivating that?
Yeah, and within a couple of years, more than half of the U.S. homes will have smart meters. So there continue to be compelling reasons for the growth in smart meters. On the surface, there are the narrow operational benefits for the utility company. They can pinpoint outages better. They can monitor power quality. They don't need to send out employees into the field to go and record individual meters. But much more important than that, a much broader reason is that smart meters and the type of data they generate can pave the way for a more sustainable and energy efficient future. The idea there is that knowledge is power, more data, more information. When customers are empowered with perspective and context on how much energy they're using throughout the day, and they have a more granular perspective on that, they're empowered to reduce their energy usage. And our company, O-Power, over the last 5 years has been committed to giving people personalized analysis and context and recommendations based on their energy data. When people receive this type of information in an easy to understand, actionable way, we see reductions in energy consumption of 2 to 3%, just based on the presentation of information to these people. So there are real benefits for customers there. And on the utility side, there's been a appreciation for the fact over the last 10 to 15 years that reducing energy usage is cheaper than building new power plants. And so if the utility company can give their customers the information they need to just cut consumption, that prevents the need for building expensive power plants. And the utility company is very interested in the economic advantages of that.
So it sounds like there's multiple things that are pushing this forward, which would explain, 1 in 3 and then 50%.
It's certainly a win-win.
Yeah. What needs to happen for these types of meters and those types of data feedback loops that you're talking about to become the default?
Sure. I think these benefits need to be communicated and realized for both utilities and customers. And a lot of people coming to the conversation, depending on which industry they're in or who they advocate for, just tend to focus on the benefits for one side of the equation. And there are really win-win opportunities here. And it's really important that multiple stakeholders benefit. So a company like O-Power, we're really committed to working with utility companies, partnering with them, they're our clients, to communicate the benefits of energy data and understanding your household energy data to customers and helping them save money. And that's a pretty big sell right there.
Last question for you. Are there lessons from this experience in the energy world that other domains can apply to their data efforts? I mean, it sounds like multiple constituencies, many different types of catalysts. Are those types of things, can they carry over?
Yes, I think so. I think with the explosion in the amount of consumer data out there from customers, it's easy to say, for a company, for industry to say, there's a lot of value in this data, let's get the customer's permission to use it. And we'll protect it, there will be privacy approaches applied, but let's just make sure the customer is okay with it. That's not good enough. The customer needs to benefit from the data. The customer needs to be engaged. The customer needs to recognize and support these types of initiatives. So what O-Power is focused on is engaging the customer, make sure we're unlocking the value of the data, not just for our utility company partners, but their customers.
Right.
And I think across all industries, the consumer plays an important role, and we can focus on them more. In addition to that, I think privacy is a big issue, and O-Power has taken a lead, and we encourage other companies to as well across industries to say, we are collecting and managing a very large data set of customer information. We're going to establish a set of data principles that govern how we deal with this data and make sure we're being transparent and we have good security practices and privacy practices, making sure customers can opt out if they want to, that they have full access to this type of data. So prioritizing a comprehensive approach to how we collect, manage, and analyze the data is really important. And our company has taken a leadership role in that, and it's an important thing to do.
Great. Well, thanks so much for being with us. Appreciate you taking the time.
Absolutely. Thanks, Mac.